guys, I just wanted to come on and talk about the shocking, which shouldn't be shocking, details that have come out about Robert Brooks, the beating of him about from those correctional officers in New York. I just don't know when this is going to end. It's just a shame that they dragged that man in there handcuffed. You know, they were holding him, you know, holding his feet, just had him just taking him in his room, and then began to just kick and beat him for no reason. This man was already paying a price for a crime that he had committed. He was already punished to 12 years in prison. So what was the purpose of taking him in this room? He was seeking medical help. I don't know what was going on, what type of medical situation that he had going on, but that's why he was taken into the room to seek some medical help. But instead, they decided they were going to beat this man to a pulp. And that's what they did. And the next day, he died in the hospital. He was unalived in the hospital. And this is just so crazy because you had 4 officers who had body cam footage. They knew what they were going to do, so they didn't turn them on. Then you had the bystanders, the nurses, all of these people just standing by watching, and no one intervenes. Why? Why would you just stand there and not do anything? Are you afraid of these officers? They've done this before? Because I have heard that some officers have been beating on inmates for whatever reason. You know, I guess they feel like, well, you know, they're in jail, so they don't mean nothing, so we're just going to do what we're going to do to them. But this happens all the time. And it's just not everybody. It's just certain people, you know, whose skin tone is different than theirs. So they want to go out and they want to punish them. It's just like going out there and a cop will stop a black man, and then for whatever reason, a shooting kill him, and then say, well, I was afraid for my life. And then they get off because they use that excuse all the time. I was afraid for my life. How was you afraid for your life? What was this man doing that you had down to the ground, cuffed, your knee on their neck or on their back somewhere, and they were a threat to you? How? I'm just so sick and tired of this. This is just, it's never going to change. And we, as parents, we need to school our African-American black men, our black sons, and even our daughters as well, because it has happened to females as well. We just got to be on the lookout because they are trying to take us out. They feel like they're the only ones that should be here in this world. And if you look at this administration that's coming in, that's what they want. That's what they've been spewing in so many words. Only they belong. We don't belong. They want to go back to the times where we were slaves and we were this and we were that. Because we don't belong. Only they belong. Are you freaking kidding me? When is this going to end? This man did nothing wrong, nothing to nobody. He just was going to, I don't know if they call it is it the infirmary? I'm not sure, where he goes to get medical help for something that's going on, medical issue that's going on. They had him handcuffed. They had him picked up they had his feet, carrying him into the room, put him on the table, and then proceeded to beat the pulp out of him. And it's just ridiculous. And Letitia James said that she's going to do a full investigation. The Attorney General, Letitia James. The governor says they all should be fired, even the ones that stood by and watched. If they haven't been fired, why haven't they been fired? They should have immediately been fired. Now, I think I've heard that some of them got fired, but a lot of them are on leave, and someone has resigned since all of the footage come out. But they all should be fired. Fire all of them. Then they need to go into the jail system and do a full sweep. Investigate these motherfuckers and see who has been abusing these prisoners. Get rid of them too. All of these jails all over the world need to be investigated, because this goes on not just in New York. It goes on in a lot of jails and prisons around the world. I'm just saddened by this story. It just was uncalled for. This man lost his life for nothing. He was already serving a 12-year sentence for a crime he committed, and there's no reason that this had to even happen. This man should have been able to live his life in jail during his 12-year sentence. All right, guys, I'm done. I just can't keep talking about this. But if you like this video, please subscribe. And we need to get out and we need to do more. We need to protest more, or find some ways to see what we can do to stop this foolishness that we have going on in this world. And it's going to get bad because of this new administration that's coming in. Keep your eyes open. Watch. Listen, people.